Hello there, nice cold day, sun's out and I'm just up at Harwood. I managed to get myself a night's camp, breaking the jobs at home, so I'm off to explore a new area. Got a couple of tarps with me, a small one and a 3x3. And I'll see what I need. A couple of walking poles. And I've got my full winter kit today. So far from doing the lightweight camps like I said, I'm up to 13 kilos. But that includes me 3 kilos of, 3 litres of water, which is 3 kilos. And the big rucksack, the Vango, it's just over 2 kilos in itself. Well, I needed the bigger capacity because I've got the big sleeping bag and that. So I'm looking forward to it. Be a long, cold night. But hopefully I can find somewhere with phone reception. Just make it a bit more pleasant. I've only got camping food today. I did have some rice and some prawns, but I forgot to get the prawns out the freezer, so it's a bit risky to cook those. We're walking up through the new bits of forest. All the new small trees. Lovely. I'm really struggling to fit my camps in at the minute, so I'm really pleased to get out on this one. I'll come back in a bit. It's a lovely walk. I'm just out in the sun at the minute and it's like you're in a proper cold hollow when you're out of the sun. I'm heading to some woods down the bottom of this path. I'll show you. I'm going to do a right at the bottom of here, going to some woods. And I believe there's a couple of waterfalls. If it's not suitable for a camp, I'll go back up to the top where I've just come from. And there's a sheepfold. It's not very flat or level, but give me a nice view of the sun going down, so it'll be a nice camp either way. It's a shame about the prawns in the freezer. I've just realised I've got the pack of rice in the back as well, so I'm carrying that for the sake of it. It doesn't matter. So I've picked up the stream. It's in a wood of new saplings next to some old ones. So it's got to climb down here. Let's go and see if we can find this waterfall. It's treacherous walking. You can't see the holes in the snow. This is the first of the waterfalls, so not much to see unfortunately, but it's a fair sized ravine. I don't know whether to walk down to the bottom or not. I'll have a look. Here it is from down the bottom. There must be another waterfall. Why don't we follow it down and we'll have a look. Nice spot to camp, plenty of water. Bit boggy, but we'll have a look. It's pitch black in here. I think I found the other waterfall. It's obviously been built at some point. And look, you can see straight through the road as well. Lovely. A beautiful spot. Look at that crag up there as well, look. Some nice spots to camp around here. I know one thing, I didn't need to bring 3 litres of water with me. These nice flat spots as well. Fabulous place down here. There's the sun out on the hill. Might as well show you the sun and then I'll battle back up to these crags and have a look. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely stunning. Right, that must have been the waterfall then. So we'll battle back and we'll have a look at these crags. Just seen a couple of cars go past. I've already had the quad bikes out, exercising the hounds. It's nice to see the hounds come running past me on one of the paths. I mean, when they're in a pack and they're not chasing anything, they look all right. But when they're chasing something, it's a different matter. Each to their own, and when you're in the country, it is what it is. There's some nice icicles over here. Certainly cold here, isn't it? Certainly is. Right, I'll turn this off while I'm going to try and get up here and have a look. I'll take myself back up to the top now and explore these waterfalls. I'm going to pick up this track. Just had a couple of cars come along here. Must be where one of the farms, must be where the deer hounds come from. Or the foxhounds. They were foxhounds actually, they weren't big enough for deer hounds. Well, I've got a sweat on now. Very picturesque. Might have to take the coat off, I think. I've got a sweat on now coming up this hill. The rucksack's starting to feel heavier, even though it's not. That's what happens when you bring a winter load and you decide to have an explore. I've done another 2-3 miles round and round, finding the waterfalls and what have you. But I'm glad I've seen them. I'm going to go back up to a spot where we can watch the sun go down, and I'll see how I can try and level a bit out for the bivy. Beautiful today, beautiful. Sun's out, we'll get a nice sunset hopefully. It's a lovely day. I've just stopped for a brew. Got my stuff there. I've just got my tea stuff out. Have a coffee. Wonderful. Hello there. It's 6:30 on the evening. I don't know whether you can hear all those hounds barking. It's deafening in the distance, but there's quad bikes up and down the tracks around here. Quad bikes all over the place. They must have lost some hounds or something, because when I got here this afternoon, they were walking the hounds. You can hear them now, and there's the odd hound bobbing about. So I don't know whether it's going to be peaceful enough for a camp tonight. It's a shame because I've got a nice little setup, look. I had the tarp against the wall. quite nice inside. I've just put the sleeping bag away, and that because with all the noise of these hounds, I don't know whether they've lost some. But I'm not going to get no peace tonight. I mean, if they've lost them in the wood and they're running around on the quad bikes, it could go on all night. So it might be best just to pack up and go tonight. I'll see. Yeah, like I'm just lying on top of the bivvy chilling at the minute. I've got this super warm Alpkit extra thick down jacket. I've got my outside jacket on as well. I haven't even put my thermals on yet. But I've got my down booties, so I'm actually lying here nice and toasty. It's great. It's great to be out. Strange the activity today. When I got here, I was walking and there was three blokes on quad bikes and they were exercising a pack of hounds, obviously foxhounds. And they went off. And that was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Women 6:30, there's still dogs barking everywhere in the woods, everywhere. And there's quad bikes flying around, bloody headlights on. I mean, I'm in a sheepfold here, and there's a path literally 50 foot away, and they kept coming there and shining the headlights up the side of the trees. They must have lost some dogs because they're barking in the distance. There's barking and barking, but it's stopped now, so I got all my gear out again because I had set up in the daylight. And then I packed it away because I thought I'd be going. But it's all gone quiet, so it's going to be a good one. I'm going to be getting in my sleeping bag soon, have another drink, and then we'll see what it's like in the morning. I think this will be my last forest camp for a while. I'm going to try and catch the cheviots with some snow. Because I've never camped up on the cheviots in deep snow. I've camped in the frost and a bit of snow, but I fancy giving that a go. But we'll see you later. I've set up a bit late tonight because of all the dog activity and that. I didn't know whether I was going to stay. So here's my setup. I've got the tarp, a couple of pegs in. I've got a guy line fashioned along the wall. I've just got the tarp like that, and inside I've got my army bivvy, a foam mat to protect the bivvy. I've got my X-Ped mat, pillow, and I've got my Rabi 1100 sleeping bag, so I'm going to be toasty under there. It's going to be a cracking bivvy. It's actually much warmer under the tarp than it is out here. I know it's always warmer in a tent, but it's actually warmer even under the tarp. And I just love a tarp. There's a lot of frost underneath it already, look. It's -4 at the minute. So I'm just lying on the top, just chilling out, watching some YouTube, because I've actually got full phone reception for a change. I've got me down boots on, so I'm nice and warm. We're coming up to 9:45. I'm still lying on the top of my bivvy. I'm not even in the bivvy yet. I've just made a brew. I'm going to have the last brew. I'll put my thermal top on and I'm going to get in the sleeping bag. I can't believe it's -4. And this jacket, mind you, it's thick. It's keeping me warm. It's amazing. And the down booties, obviously. But it's just silent. It's amazing. Back to normal now. Now the noise has stopped. It's just silent. Love it. Nice chilled out camp. Bit of mind time. Great. So I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's just coming up to 7:15. So I'll just check. Yep, 7:15. I've just woke up. I was cold for the first time last night. The wind got up. I think it's about 3:30, 4:45. I woke up for a wee. I was actually had a cold chest, so I did the sleeping bag right up, and I got my down jacket, the thick blue down jacket, and I put it between the sleeping bag and the bivy, and then I was instantly warm again within minutes, and I went back to sleep. So maybe that's why a lot of people go to sleep in the down jackets, but that's the first time. But I didn't put my thermal top on last night. That's the difference. I just slept in this sweatshirt. Didn't have this thermal top on. So that's the difference. I'm just doing myself my porridge and my coffee. And then I'll pack up. I'll get away for when it's daylight. Probably about 7:30, 7:45. Got a trampoline to put together today. I've got to put a trampoline together this morning, 14-foot one. And then I've got to take the daughter swimming this afternoon. So it's all jobs. It's very busy when you've got children. But I've had a great sleep, nice calm camp. When I woke up this morning, I suddenly thought all that barking that was going on in the woods last night when the quads were running around. I hope they weren't actually chasing things, because it's illegal, isn't it? Hunting with hounds, but you know it goes on, because who's out there to police it? So if it was going on, the area where they were barking is the road where I normally walk out, and I often see a fox early in the morning. Be a shame, wouldn't it? I actually like to see the wildlife, not to destroy it. But these traditions are very old, aren't they? And people do what they do, unfortunately. So I'm going to have my breakfast, my coffee, pack up, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, so that's me packed up. Leave no trace. There's where I was camped, just there. It's a nice little spot, actually. I enjoyed that. Yes, it was a nice little spot. Leave no trace. And we've even got a bit of a sunrise this morning. I'm leaving my down jacket on because it's a bit nippy this morning. I don't know what the temperature is. The phone says -3, but it feels a bit colder. Bit of a sunrise over there. Let's have a look. Look at that. Be nice to stop and see, but needs must. Jobs to do. Nice sunrise. A nice enjoyable walk out this morning. Brightening up nicely. Sun's coming up behind them trees. Lovely. It's a smashing morning. So quiet. Nice new camp spot found here. Nice tree stump for me cooking. And this is all like just hard ground, but another couple of stumps there. You could actually get your tent pegs in. Nice views as well. I think this is what we like to see. That is an incredible sky. What a sunrise. Look at that. You can just see the sun itself popping up there if you look closely. Wow. It's almost worth a brew and put it on a time lapse. That's me nearly back at the car now. It's freezing cold, but been a nice camp. Enjoyed it. caught the sunrise as well. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.